Hello. I think I'm ready. Sorry if you got some double music in there for a second earlier. This is like a sweet song. This is killing it. I'm really enjoying it. Well, hello everyone. Faber, thanks for stopping in and testing. Jet, thank you so much for the friendship. And lurking, go get some food. The music's loud. Okay. I kind of thought it would be. How's that? Is that like too much now? I think it's a very loud game. That's on like 1. Yeah, it's jamming. Ah. But yeah, welcome in, welcome in. I'm excited to play this for the very first time. I have been looking at it for a while. I think I did start it kind of just playing on my iPad through Steam Connector, whatever it is on that. But then ended up not playing beyond the first mission, court case, because I wanted to actually bring it onto stream. I had kind of plans back then of bringing it onto stream. Is the music still loud? It's like really loud for me. Maybe I can just turn mine down. That's fine. Right there. Cool. Hey, Sassy, welcome in. So yeah, and Emmers, thank you so much for the first time chat. Hopefully you'll stick around to see me play a little bit, because that'd be awesome. Man, I'm like also at this point of being in between hot and cold. Like it's kind of chilly in my office, but I have a sweater on and now I'm really warm. I'm gonna roll up the sleeves and I'm gonna get cold. So rough life. But yeah, so since guess when did I stream last? Wednesday, so a couple days ago. I was up until, for some reason, 2 a.m. on Wednesday night after stream, mucking around with things, moving things around, adding things in, simplifying a bit, because I am all about kind of simplification. So yeah, new banner, updated my follower, subscriber thingies, added in last follower, last sub, last cheers, so all that neat stuff, and kind of moved around some of my elements and scenes and stuff. So yeah, it was a lot, and I was still working on it a bit today. But yeah, so it's a lot to do and take in. Cad, welcome in. Hello, glad to see you. Oh, but yeah, how's everyone's day going? I had another fairly lazy day today as well, outside of doing a couple things. I tried to take a nap, which my dogs didn't let me. They were like sleeping. One was sleeping like on my shoulder on this side, and one was sleeping on my shoulder on this side. I put a picture in Jet's Discord because we were talking about naps and I was trying to nap. But yeah, earlier in the day as well, I went for a massage. Really just living it up on my time off here. Oh no, 3:30 a.m. Oh my gosh. Well, I think we would have been awake at the same time, because I think I fell asleep around 1:30, so 1:30 a.m. So PST to EST or whatever, I think we would have been on the same. But yes, hopefully it was a false alarm. Dad, that's so much stuff, but I'm glad to hear that you finished your school stuff for the week. Does that mean you get to kind of relax and kind of hang out? Sweet. What are you going to do with all your free time? Get ahead for next week? It's a joke because I was a student once too. And people would ask that and be like, no, I'm going to wait till the last minute again. Thank you very much. Oh, well, have some fun, Dad. At least try to have a bit of fun, unless, you know, that's fun for you. That moved. Interesting. I don't really care. Yeah, I just noticed my camera's off a little bit. I wonder if that's just because I move things. And I don't know. Whatever. Is what it is. So yeah, more or less, I'm in the right frame. You can see the little frame down here. But yeah. Totally. Stupid sensor fell off the dumb door. That's interesting. Oh, I guess you said the alarm, not like a smoke alarm or anything. Yeah, I was thinking like smoke alarm, and I was like, you have one on your door? Why? But no, it makes more sense now. So yeah. I understand what's going on. I'm picking up what everyone's throwing down. But yeah. Yes, hose alarm. But yeah, anyone have any big plans for the weekend? I don't think I'm up to much. I have hockey at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, which is a really odd time and a really inconvenient time for the day. But yeah, it's just a weird thing to have to play at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when I've basically been playing at 8, 9, or 10 every week for the last like 2 months. That's fair. But I'm following you now, Cad, so I'll get to see the next time you go live and you do stream stuff. So yeah, I'm excited. If you do anything over the weekend, that'd be cool. But yeah, after the hockey game, I think I have another stream on Sunday night. If I can make it back in time, I guess. I hadn't really thought about that. If I start at 2, I play till 3:30. Yeah, I'll be fine. And I'll be showered and not smelly and everything after hockey. So yeah, that'll be good. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. But not going to Costco. I mean, we should probably... Oh, we can't go to Costco. Well, we can go to Costco after, I guess. As long as I'm back by like 5:30. And then I guess too, whether our friend wants your old desk. Hey, Barbara, have you found out about that yet? Or you say you'll message him on it tomorrow? Yeah. I mean, yeah, I still think if he doesn't take it, maybe I'll just stick it down here and use it as a second desk or like a craft area for me. All right, Cad. Take care of that puppy. Yeah. What else is going on? Anything interesting? Or should I just get going with the game? Well, I guess a couple people are away, so maybe I'll wait a minute or two. But yeah. You broke a nail. Hopefully not on my cup for tea. So I'd feel guilty about that. Muted, good. Muted. Cool. Yeah. What else have I been doing? Cleaning up the garage, doing some things in there. Yeah, so there are some emotes added. Just the stock ones for now. But they're all under the follower level, so you can use some of them. This guy is super cute. I love the little love guy. He's hilarious. And I always like this hype guy. Actually, I actually have him very specifically through BTTV, so that's kind of funny that I managed that. But yeah, I was chatting with Nicole / Muffin last night or Wednesday night after stream. Yeah. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday after her stream with Chris and Plays Poorly, playing Witcher. About what we wanted to do what I wanted to do for emotes. And I have a couple ideas, and I think some of them are pretty cute. And I was chatting with her about making something custom, like her illustrating some for me. But also I was looking at just buying some, because there's some cool ones, some really cute ones and funny ones, for not that much actually on Etsy. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, the other thing too is it'd be kind of silly for me kind of specifically to buy them from a stranger, given how many talented people who surround me. You know, so it's one of those things where it wouldn't really make sense. But if I'm in a rush, if I want to get things set up quickly, then that would kind of be the route. But yeah, otherwise I think I might just hold off, stick with these common ones right now, and then yeah, we can see. But also I did add a couple new ones from BTTV, like the friendship. So in the interim, we can have friendship while we wait for the rest to come through. And I just got some tea, so I'm excited for that. But yeah. I'm not sure what else is going on. Oh, friendship doesn't show up in there. That's interesting. I wonder why that doesn't show up in the chat. Do I have to change something on stream elements? That is the question. But yeah, I think I might jump over to the game. We've been live for 15 minutes or so, chatting a little bit, but I might just get into the game. So let me just move a couple things around and move some stuff on the screen. Jump back over here and then jump to this one. I moved all the stuff around on my my stream deck as well. Rookie numbers, yeah. Well, I mean, also, Jet came in and lurked, so I can't even talk to him about how to do this properly. But he needed food, so that's totally fine. I get it. But yeah, so... noob, right? Also, what do you think? I definitely want to get something like that. I want... whatever my emote's gonna be, I want a sign saying noob. I think that kind of fits me, and my playstyle right now, because I don't know what I'm doing with a lot of games that I'm hopefully gonna be playing. Big noob. But yeah, so let's get into it. Episode 1, the first turnabout. So I think I have actually played this one, as I was kind of saying at the start. I have done this one before, but I got to do it anyways, so it's fine, and it gets me to the second one. there's a hair. Oh, it's a bubble. Or is that a hair? It was a bubble. Damn it, why me? Also, do you want me to narrate or not? Because I probably won't narrate that well. Like him. Make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant, Lobby number 2. Oh, you don't want British accents. Like, my British accent is like your Aussie accent, Jet. Boy, am I nervous. Right! Ooh. Oh, hiya, Chief. Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. For a murder trial. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! I got that exclamation wrong. I didn't realize what it was. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh! I think I nailed that one, though. I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Ugh. Nick! Forgot his name was Butts. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Ah, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. So Phoenix shortens down to Nick? Interesting. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was an unlucky sap dating her. Or the unlucky sap. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butt. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, is usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. Ugh. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Alright, let's get after this. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butt. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Which is such a dumb thing to say. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Oops, sorry. You heard that? I was moving my keyboard. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Oop. Handshaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report covered so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix. Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Oh, of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot, temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Let's look. Oop. So it's Cindy. Cindy Stone. Got it. Tutorials, go! Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... I think I remember this was hit with a blunt object. Yeah. I didn't look at that far. I only read what I had to read. I'm not going to be a good attorney, guys. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first a question for the prosecution, period. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue in the shape of the Thinker, it's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to every evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. I know, we already did that. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention, you don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Never. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. New passport. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you wanted to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... stop him from answering? See what happens? I'm gonna stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to the case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I guess, yeah. You've never seen this played, Babber? Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I think they're just like building all of like the backstory and everything, and eventually I'll get to the spot where I'll get to shout objection. I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Oh. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. What a signal. Yeah, I was there. I went. Oh, well. Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. First objection! Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? Ad break in 2.5 minutes. The man who found the body's victim. Or the victim's body. The body's victim. I can't read. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. It's him. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Harry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Also, sorry about the ads starting in 2 seconds. Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawat used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added to the court record. Out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Okay. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, right. This is it, the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab and point out the contradictions in the testimony. Thanks. Just gonna wait a second for the ads to be over in 20 seconds, 15 seconds or so. Oh, man. Alright, so just reviewing here. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Now I need to remember how this goes. Hold it! But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? What can I present? Was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Yep. Okay. What do I have that shows the time? This shows time. Does it? That's what I thought. Oh, I never noticed that before. Huh. Oh no. It was 1 p.m. Next to none. I'm trying to remember. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh my gosh, I'm already failing on this first one. Oh, you know what? I forgot about the court record. Oops. This. Time of death, 4 to 5. Oh, I'm dumb. I forgot about that. What? Wasn't I on the 1 o'clock one? Oh, I was on the wrong one. Nuts. Okay, I gotta really buckle down, I guess. You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of the death. Sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody or no body to find at 1 p.m. How did you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Saw it? Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a real good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Mr. Saw It. Just got it. Yeah. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? So, witness testimony for the time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There's a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. I'm probably also not saying it right. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Alright. So here, you heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. So I just need to pick the right phrase, but I know... I'm gonna start doing it. There's a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. So, like... do I pick this one? Or do I pick this one? I think it's this one. It was probably coming from the television. This building... electricity of the building was out. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. I think that kind of says that, like, either one would work. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah, wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit? The court would prefer an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. So, hearing the time. Actually didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. So, hearing the time. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Squint's harder. Like, I need to present this, but again, it has to be at the right time. Like, I feel like this is gonna clarify things. Because there's gonna be a time difference, and I understand that. But do I present this about the time difference, or this first? The thinker? Just wait a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. Oh, the delay? I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? There's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hands. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment or knew the victim. Do we, like, jump to conclusions here? And say he knew the victim? You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. Just did. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It? The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandably, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What? What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Just look at the witness's face. You're, Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Shut up, shut up, shut up! I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn, burn, give him death. Just throwing a wig. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim. Mr. Wright, Your Honor. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Oh, the whole case is riding on this. I better think through it carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw It heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Examine the clock's batteries, ask the neighbors. Let's try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Yeah. I was thinking the other way, that it was like 8 hours ahead. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Saw It heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Saw It, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. Can I just, like... I guess I don't get a chance here. Okay. Unfortunately. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You liars are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Did I actually just fail? Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think! But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes, but it doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think it through. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes, I can. Because it's not slow. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, Mr. Wright. Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. So this guy is what I'm going to present. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead at her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Nailed it. Order! Order, I say! And I only failed 3 times. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butt, not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned. I did it! Turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day... I did it! When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find and murdered. Whew, still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean... Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. This made me say Harry Butts. And then again. Thanks, I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought through quite a lot... I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right. Am I gonna fail here? Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Alright. Lesson learned. Shut it down. We're done. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah, oh, speaking of Harry. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Or, yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Also... Oh, and so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. My promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. I anticipated that. The end. Tutorial done. And I didn't do that bad. Save your progress? Yes, I will save my progress. Can I go back now? Here we go. Ring, ring. Hello? This is Maya. Hey, Maya. It's me. Mia. What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker. And it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? Not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like, burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. I'll be waiting, Maya. Beep. What is that? Conversation recorded September 5, 9:27 a.m. September 5, 8:57 p.m. Faye & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Faye. Yeah, that beep was ridiculous. And I even have my sound turned down. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho. You are not cogniferous of my background? That was a hard word. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh. My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Another murder? Why is there so many murders? Also, another ad break's coming up in a minute. Yeah, the pitch was really bad. Like, that was... I don't understand who would want that near their ears for a cell phone beep. But also, it's just pink hair. It's not a big deal. Can we check the court record? I got nothing in there. Oh, the style? Yeah. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Examine or move? What does it mean, move? I don't understand. What does move mean? Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess, yeah. I'm gonna examine. Oh, I understand. I can look around. I get it. Oh, I understand. Huh. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why they're like, do you want to move or do you want to examine? Well, I can't examine anything out here. Someone's there. Chief? Chief! Chief! Also, sorry, I just realized we were in ad breaks. But everyone who can see this isn't in an ad break. I will wait a minute. Oh, you use a pop-out player? Oh, perfect. Cool. So, who are you? A strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Don't touch anything. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally, she was cold. Gonna straight up murder one of the main characters. What is this? It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic, this became the murder weapon. Can I examine other places? Okay, I already did that. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here... She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker, lying next to her, must have been the murder weapon. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of her room. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. Wait, was that there before? Did I just not see that, or did it just appear? What could it be? I will read it. A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. Okay, it must have been that it just appeared after we looked. Department store receipt with letters written in blood on the back. I think that's enough snooping around for now. Better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. Oh. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws and the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please, come quick. What? What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Banco ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra-neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. What else is, like, lit up so that I can see it? Computer? Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. I bet all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Okay. The chief's chair. Simple, functional design, feels pretty good to sit into. So I can just, like, I'm just clicking on anything. No clues here. Okay, what's this? Perfectly normal office desk. The chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on the stuff, the clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Anything over here? All the important documents. Okay. Okay. Garbage, no, nothing. Nothing there. Wait, can I call the police? Okay. That's everything here. Chair. Statue, that. Her. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. I guess that's what I had to do. That girl just now, where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya. Maya Faye. Maya Faye? Maya. So, Mia was writing the girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and sis, so she was already dead. So you're the chief's sister? I'm her younger sister. And you were here, visiting? This late at night? Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Hmm. 5%. Do I just shock her by showing her blood? Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. Ah, police. Freeze, police. Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa. Excuse me? this word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. This is like The Simpsons Who Shot Mr. Burns episode. Just ridiculous jump to conclusions. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Detention center, visitor's room, the next day. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. Are you gonna be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you, of course I will. Sorry, not a chance. I mean, it's like, you know, of course I will. Because I will. Yeah, of course I will. You're up. That didn't work. What? What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay. I understand. Maya. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Wow, thrown under the bus. So rude. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia. I know. So that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes. That clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it. Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered. That detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Okay, we got more evidence. What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? Pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Okay, do I want to hear more about spirit mediums or the day of the crime? Let's go spirit mediums. So you're an acolyte? Or the medium in training? That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mio was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. She should be on paranormal home inspectors. Flap, welcome in. How's it going? Thanks for coming in. We're into the second case. It's going pretty well. We got through the tutorial after I made a couple small mistakes, but we got it. We got there. So you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. Right? I think that's like going down a stream of political talk that we need to avoid. But no. Yeah, it was one of those things where like one of the clicks, I was on the wrong phrase, if you know this game. So, yeah. It's all good. We got through it. I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. You think you'd go ask him to represent me? Do I refuse? Because I want to... I mean, I don't really want to accept that. I just want to represent her. What happens if I refuse? I mean, I also said, of course I will. So I was like, I picked the affirmative. But then she said, oh no, you need to wait 3 years. If I refuse and I just force myself to, you know, represent her. I'm gonna refuse. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's weird. Nobody could get a hold of him. They couldn't find him. I have no one left to ask. What about your parents? Okay, don't worry. I'll go ask them for you. Okay, so it's just gonna do it anyways. They're giving me until 4 this afternoon, and visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. But I didn't hear about the day of the... Oh no! I've kind of gotten used to it, telling the story. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. So if I go back... Can I examine anything here? Dude? This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Smile for the camera. Okay, I don't think there's much here. Move. Let's try that. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. Guess I'll just have to come back later. Hughes, hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Ah, I guess I got the name wrong, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Gumshoe. I don't know if I can save this. Can I save this? Oh, I can. Fine, thank you. But Blap, how's your night going? Since we got a second here. Or your whole Friday, I guess. How's your Friday going? Anyways, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Can I do that? I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. You think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh. He's onto me. I'm just gonna play it straight. A cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Sweet, we got it. Somehow, we tricked him by not tricking him. Oh, I already listened to that. Right? What can I talk to him about? About Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? Hmm? You want to know the results, eh? It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report. But that's all. Worst detective ever. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyways, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. Well, and we're a terrible attorney. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? Trying your tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. Time to pay a visit. What's Edgeworth? Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. You know him, don't you? Less competent Douglas from Silent Hill. I've never played Silent Hill. Never heard of him. Became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Yeah, I'm not a big spooky fan. I tried to play Dead Space and I got like 25 minutes in and then turned it off. And I'm sure that wasn't even scary parts yet. See? Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. See? Jet knows. We resonate here. Maybe, yeah. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Alright, let's go back. Do I have anything to present to him? No, that's everything. So let's go back. Let's move. Think I can go back to the law offices and he'll be there? Maybe. Nope. Okay. Let's go to the hotel. All good. No big deal. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. Have we really been playing long enough for another ad to come up? You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Nowhere to sell. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's also exciting. I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of this beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Let's examine things. Wouldn't that be cool? Just like pink hair is the telltale. There's a screwdriver stuck in the drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey, hey. What are you doing? No touching. Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Can I see anything else? Oh, I guess you have to look there. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. Yeah, she's yelling, but like... still big smile on her face. So weird. There's the Fan Co. law office buildings, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize the face from this distance, though. What else can we look at? Ooh, a weird painting. Ah, a still scene painting. Wait, could that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. Yeah, it's a little suspicious. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know some flowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. Anything else to look at? A bed. A simple bed. Been recently made, nothing eye-catching here. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Squints loudly. Appreciate you powering through the ads here. I think that's everything. I've looked at... What's inside, I wonder? Maybe later. That's funny. Okay. Can we still talk to her? Tell me what you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observed. Incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see. Well, come on. If you want to know, you'll have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Just exactly who are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No. Hey, I'm just doing my job here. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. Hee hee. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. Her eyes on... Yeah, she's an unsettling person. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Oh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm just the lawyer. Hey, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. I guess that's all I can say to her. Not really anywhere else I can go, hey? Can I examine further? Nope, nothing else. Okay, well, I guess, just leave? Or can I present something to her? I'm going to just move again. Go back here. Can I talk to him? Nope. Okay. One more time here. Still out. Oh, there he is. So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. She looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey. Ah, yes. Maya Fey. Go on. Rather strange reaction. Acha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go talking or taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. But wait a second. How'd you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyways, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How'd you know Mia Fey? She worked here, a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Yeah, also said you had nothing to do, but way too busy. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me, why won't you take the case? Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse, sorry. Goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyways. I'll go look elsewhere. I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What is going on here? Edgeworth. That's quite a painting. You noticed. To my pride and joy, impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it. Nope, you're gonna ruin my record. Like, I'm suspicious of Edgeworth for the, like, the influence that he's having on these. Like, when they were saying that he, you know, like, plants evidence or gets fake testimonials and stuff. Clearly, he's just working some racket. I'm not buying. Jeez. Okay. Okay, that's all we're gonna get out of him. Let's go back here and see if we can talk to Maya. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? Or... I see. I've been abandoned then. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. I don't know. So she could still be alive? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. After that, my sister, or many years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. Feel bad for her. Your mother's enemy. Who is this man who, ruined your mother's life? Made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The people convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the medium jumped on it big time. Or media, not medium. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. Wait, excuse me, White? That was his name, my sister told me. White? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... I can't abandon you? Or someone else is the culprit? I think both are good. No. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Good reason. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. Something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? When I tried to look in the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Oops, wrong one. It does look like a screwdriver. You think I can go back in here? Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of the establishment, at your service. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I guess Miss May is currently using the facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. One of the Pidgey Evos? Oh yeah. That's a good call. It does look like that. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey. Yeah. You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? It's all coming together. Let's go. Yeah, right? Like you walked from like there to here. Now's my chance to see what's inside. A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Uh-oh. Time to scream. I look forward to tangoing with you, or tangoing. I was like, what's tangoing? Tangoing? Tangoing. In court. To be continued. Oh, it's saving. Ah. Oh. Oh, I need to stand up for a second, I think, but then I think we'll be doing this case. So I will be right back in a minute. And maybe while I do that, I will run an ad so we skip the next one. Yeah, be right back. This. All right, there we go. We're back. What did that say? All right. So where were we? Ads are done. Next ad is in 40 minutes. Cool. So let's go. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. And thank you for the welcome back. Appreciate it. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. We may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Right? He is super fancy looking. Also, if he's so young, why does he have gray hair? Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came, I rushed to the scene. There are two people there already, the defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. You two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. She did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. What exactly about the suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes? Ah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Gizmo, how you doing, buddy? Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Oh, I already said that. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you. Oh. Awesome. Thanks for lurking. Appreciate it. How'd your day go, Gizmo? I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. Ooh, got a haircut. It was good. I actually went for a massage today with my day off, so a little bit stiff just from the from it. so yeah. But you got a haircut. Did you get the beard trimmed? Did you do it all? Yeah, I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. You may shave it tonight. Just give it a trim. Keep it around. Also, like, I always ask them when I, like, keep my beard and get a haircut to, like, blend down. And then they do a pretty good job of just, like, whatever fade or whatever that I do. They just blend it in and then, like, bring it down to about here. And everything stays nice and bushy. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and in the movies. This is a movie, Detective. Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess. I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah. Actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order, order. That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Yeah. Just writing the name doesn't mean it's... Yeah, it's... What's our contradiction here? Let's look at what evidence we have. Found a Miss May's hotel room. Let's look at this. Let's see. Oh, I see what it is. It is this one. Death was instantaneous, right? Is that the right? On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. So probably not that one. I probably want to pick. Found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. This one. Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks, now is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... No but. Butting your way to this one, detective. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. Oh, this guy's a jerk. I hate him. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham. Who do I want to accuse? Myself? Jacques. Detective's a sham. You're a sham, Edgeworth. Do I just jump right to accusing him? Jacques! You'd say Edgeworth? I don't want to have to prove that, though. Yeah, I totally agree, but I'm just one of those things where, like... Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence is in this report. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Sure. No, you're good, Cad. Don't worry about it. The evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. He bows for fake evidence. What a jerk. Oh my gosh. I hate him so much. I'm also gonna start to interject that into my conversations. Just gonna start bowing whenever I say something dumb. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? She's so weird. She has such, like, weird face proportions. Even for this game, I'm saying. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. She's standing so weird. No, Kat, I'm happy to get some opinions. Like, I was probably going to jump to the same one, but it's good to get the agreement. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Yes, Your Honor. And she's crying. Ugh. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. That's right, big boy. Oh, God. Please testify to the court about what you saw. So it was like 9 o'clock. AI Somnium Files? I've never heard of that. What is that game? And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little... Oh my god. Jesus. That's all I saw. Every little itsy witsy wink. Yeah, I think I totally agree that I've only ever seen the memes and stuff. So that's another reason that I really wanted to play this game, so I could understand them and I could be part of the in crowd. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkable, solid testimony. Sure. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, don't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you are Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Which one do I want to do? Let's press on this. Let's see what it... You dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack. How do you know she was the defendant? Well, you know. She had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There's only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Do I have anything to back up questioning the testimony? Um, 927. See you tonight at 9. So she said it was at 9 o'clock. And then see you tonight at 9. So I think that lines up. So that's not going to be helpful. Broken remains of a glass light stand. I don't think it's the right time for this yet. May have lived for a few minutes. Conversation. What's profiles? Oh. The victim. Let's see. Hey, who haven't I met yet? Okay. Do I question the testimony? Because I forget what I said. I don't know. Let's click that. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing. Or you're lying. I think she's, well, like, I think she's lying. Well, we know she's lying. I don't know if you can say it. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean. If you have really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Got it. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her, and I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But, still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that? She's gonna lose and it's gonna be hilarious. Wow. What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? Growl. I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Ugh, gross. Your testimony again, if you would. Okay. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock. That kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Hee hee. Stop your wanton winking! I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. I did see everything I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her, and she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. That kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think? Her previous testimony must have been what Edgeworth wanted her to say. So this was the testimony in her own words. Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her. Figuratively, of course. So, like... this part about the clock. Or the statue. She wouldn't have known it was a clock. A clock? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. That clock, kind of statue-y thinker, I think. Like, she wouldn't have been able to see that what it was, and she definitely wouldn't know that it's a clock. And it was entered into evidence as a statue, and everyone kept calling it a statue. So, is it just going to be the same? Oh, it is. The girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. What happened then? Where do I press? She hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. Is that right? As in you're right, or as you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Definitely need a little stab emote. Yeah, that's the one. Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. See, what sort of weapon was it? Oh, I just don't know. Like, I pressed everything. Like, what was her vantage point? Of course, I remember that spiky hair anywhere. So witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney. Ah, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry. Oh, so gross. Victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Okay, so is this where I talk about the map? From the desk, ran off to the right. She dodged to the right. Picked it up from the desk. So there's no real vantage point of the desk. I think that's what they're trying to show us, right? Do I present this? Oh, I was on the wrong one again. Yeah. Was I on the wrong one? Oh, weird. Or maybe it's supposed to be this one. Oh no! I think I'm just showing the wrong evidence. Oh, is it this? So... wrong button. No, because this is knocked over and it's to the left. So the struggle was over on the left side, where all this stuff is. That's knocked over. I'm dumb. But how do I present that? Like this stuff? Hold on, let's go back. Ran off to the right. So if I do this, and present that. Clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are evidence just now related? They aren't, are they? What? Oh, I'm in trouble. Right. I forgot about that. Do that again. Dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Her right. So she's looking that way, but all the damage is on this left side. It's all on the left. And the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. Did I press on this one? How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes. Okay, yeah, I did. Okay. I picked it up from the desk. Let's see, what sort of weapon was it? Okay, so it's not that. Is this where we enter in this testimony? Or this evidence? Actually, there's something I wanted you to hold on for me. Again, what is it this time? The clock. Made to look like a clock. That statute. Thinker, and it tells you the time. Probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clock work out. Sorry, I put some papers inside instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? I'll leave that one up to your imagination. See you tonight at 9. The murder weapon looks like a statue. It's actually a clock. How many checks do I have left? And how much trouble am I in if I miss? And can we save scum if I mess up? Just kidding. Let's okay. Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her, figuratively, of course. Dodged first attack and ran off, and the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. Then she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. That kind of statue clock. The thinker, I think. Yeah, I should have two tries left. Do I want to present this? Ding, ding, ding. It's not the right time for this. Not the right time for this. I don't know. Whatever. Let's see what happens. Miss May. What you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. Man, that's like the first thing I said. Like, I just have to stick with my instincts here. Not overthink it. There's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh, the witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. Hydrate. Yes, I will. Thank you. We just hit a good spot, so I snoozed the ads, and we have 5 minutes to finish this. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How'd you know it was a clock? What? That... Because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co? No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hee hee. The law offices of Fay & Co, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. Right? She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? Darn right I'm not. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. All the mechanical parts were pulled out. Right? In here? Should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. So yeah, I'm gonna use that. Back. It couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty, it's broken, and batteries are dead. I mean, like, those are the same. It's empty? It's empty. It's not broken. It's empty. Yeah, it's missing the clockwork. There we go. How could you possibly... Just take a look. Right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is, as the defense says, this clock is missing the clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Tisk, tisk. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Oh, impossible, of course. I got a phone call, bro. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Also, we got an ad in a minute. Now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves that when the clockwork was removed is... phone call. Take that! Love it. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Woohoo, you have a girly phone. Wait, what? This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order, order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gunshoe overlooked it. Grumble. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I'm gonna snooze one more time. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Ah, that beep. One more time. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. The eyes. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? go to so many? Oops, I forgot. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes, I do. But this directly contradicts a piece of the evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Made by Larry Butts. Or Harry, if you, want to honor Mia. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made the clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Sick burn. Love it. Oh, excuses not on sale today? Jesus. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Oh man, look at that explosion. She mad! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh, she's back. She's normal again. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Face. God. I clicked past it too fast, but man, that's hilarious. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Oh, I missed what happened before. Oh no. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you held it? You had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Wiretap? Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were attacking the victim, Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not? Oh, ooh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. Oh no, ads! This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Sorry, give it a second. Yep. Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? He already proved that it was a clock. Like, what? Here's my proof. It's literally in this phone call. Like, it's a clock. It's made to look like that statue. Like, are you serious? I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. I've already done this. Come on. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Just a reminder, get ready for the beep. It's a clock. Miss April may use a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. No beep. We did it. We survived.
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Oh, I want an emote of that face for when I'm mad. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? Whatever. Crying. Meh. Now deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? I don't think she did it. Well, we know she didn't do it. But why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tappy relevant? Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? You're probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Wait, I say, wait, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold? Disguise! Ah! If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene. Was not on the scene at the time of the murder. Then how did she see if she was getting room service? She wouldn't be looking out the window. It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to just let her walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Like, I think it'd be good to call the bellboy as a witness, but we're not done with this, because if it was at 9 o'clock, I guess the bellboy could kind of confirm what time it was, and then that would be like, but you didn't see. Okay, let's call the bellboy. Let's do it.
Objection!
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition: if Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, yeah, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. We're not questioning innocence here. We're just trying to and thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fay. That is my condition. That doesn't make sense. Just because someone else is innocent doesn't mean that our client's guilty. Shenanigans. Like, you know what? Whatever. I think this is the way to go, and we're going to accept the condition, and we're just going to win. Fell right into my trap card. Apparently we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Now. He certainly does look like a bellboy. He just brings the tea. Wild. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. Maybe. I think she's just like a patsy, and she's working with the other person, because like she had the two glasses for the champagne, so there was someone who was going to meet her, which means like she would have been set up to be the witness to see things and all that, and then someone else would have murdered her. And yeah, I believe I've received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin the cross-examination. I mean, it's not really cross-examination. It's just because we called the witness. I want to look at this stuff again. We don't have the other autopsy report. We do have this that says I'll see you at 9. See you tonight at 9. Okay. Yeah, she was in cahoots. That's 100% what it was. She was conniving. She asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. So I'm going to press here. Precisely 9 then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy? Hehe, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? You were sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? Oh, I misread that. Embrasser. It's French for kiss, sir. But not like a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. I was like, what's an embarrasser? Man, I shouldn't be... I struggle with these reading ones. Something I want to work on, though. I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think her Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. What? Is that it? Just, finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Nope, protest. Wait, please wait. Your Honor, I must object. The charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it. Now, this is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Nailed it. I only get one more question. Like, I think the room service is still key here. Bed making doesn't matter. Check-in doesn't matter. Like, I'm gonna do room service. I'm doing room service. I've done room service. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir? Exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. There was no iced coffee. There was champagne. I mean, I guess that was the next day anyways. Wait, what did he say? Shoot. What did you say? I looked away. Oh, iced coffee for 2! I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, didn't ask. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Ah. You fool! I've done it. I've won. You fool! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor? We have just learned of another person involved in what... we have just learned of another person who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. What? The man who checked in with Miss May. Like... why was that, like, a crossroads? Like, why was that a checkpoint? Like... Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Get him. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. And accurate. Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Eat it, Edgeworth!